Hey folks, it's Rick Whittemore. Time for your September 2024 market update for the Austin area. So we're going to jump right into monthly inventory. Right now we're looking at a little over 4.5 months of inventory of homes on the market. Inventory numbers are declining just a little bit as we head into the fall, kind of a seasonal norm, but we still have a lot of homes on the market. So right here, 6.4 months of inventory means if no new listings came on the market, it would take us almost 5 months to put under contract and sell what we have on the market right now. So we get into the actual numbers. Again, we're at 11,679 homes on the market. Again, kind of coming down seasonally a little bit, so we'll see that come down, but I think we'll still have the highest number of homes on the market throughout the rest of this year than we've had over the last 5 years or so. Number of homes sold. So you can see kind of the slowest number of homes sold, 2326 in September. October is going to be similar. It'll be below October of last year. The nice thing that I like seeing here is you see the two blue lines and the orange line, which is this year. So they're kind of tight, sticking with each other. So we're not having massive declines, but some interesting stuff going on there. So the number of homes sold, not a whole lot. So again, the advice for buyers right now, lots of inventory to choose from, so that's really the good news. So you get out there and you can find the home you want, and you can make a pretty darn good deal too. Average sale price. This is one I want to take a few more minutes to kind of dive in on a little bit. Average sale price, we continue to soften. A lot of seasonal norm. A lot of this is just driven by supply and demand too. But you can see we're at 548,000, so we're below where we have been. The next couple of months, I think, will continue that little bit of a downward trend, but nothing dramatic, nothing super scary. But when it comes to pricing, one of the questions I get from people a lot is like, why are prices continuing to come down? And it really comes down to supply and demand. But I wanted to dig into a specific neighborhood to give you an example of kind of what's going on. So I want you to take a look at this map here. So in this neighborhood, there are 73 homes on the market for sale right now. Not an overly huge neighborhood, a couple thousand homes, but there's a lot to choose from in this neighborhood. Of those homes, 30 of those homes are new construction homes. There's a number of builders in that neighborhood. 43 of the homes are resale homes. So one of the things to keep in mind with a builder, builders have a little bit of an advantage over a resale home. Builders can offer a lower interest rate. For example, they can be offering 4.99% interest, where the current going rate, generally speaking, is 7%. So they can give a much better house payment to those that are really sensitive to the house payment. So that's a real incentive for buyers to kind of navigate away from a resale home and to go to a new construction home. The new construction folks are also lots of times paying for closing costs. So they may pay $6,000 to $10,000 worth of closing costs for a buyer. So that's a significant chunk of change for people that they don't have to come out of pocket with when they're buying a home. For resale homes, it is a little bit more difficult to compete with the new construction. Really nothing that a resale seller can do about the interest rate. It is what it is. You can offer a seller credit where they can buy down a rate a little bit, or you can use that seller credit where that could be used for closing costs. So those are really the only things you can do, but you really can't do both. So you can only offer X amount of dollars in terms of a credit to incentivize. So as long as there is a lot of supply and not a lot of demand, we will probably continue to see prices moderate down continually until that happens. Spring market's coming. It's not far around us, so a lot more buyers will be coming in. So that will probably put the brakes on some of the declines in home prices. But really, until that happens, which is going to be January, February, we'll see still moderate price declines in homes before we have more buyers coming in that will start to prop prices up a little bit, or at least stabilize where it's at. They won't necessarily go up a lot, but it'll at least stop the decline a little bit, because we do see that typically every spring. All right, and last but not least, our old friend, my Achilles heel, interest rates. So as you can see right here, interest rates today are looking at they're about 7.08. So really in the last 30 days, they've gone up almost 0.75%. We did have some celebration going on about a month ago, popping champagne. It's like, yay, rates are coming down. And then they just went right back up again. So again, last little nugget of advice. If you're looking for that 5% interest rate, if you're looking for that 4% interest rate, it ain't happening anytime soon. you're going to have to put the pin in whatever you're doing and wait 4 or 5 years, 10 years, whatever it's going to take to do it. But certainly in the near future, none of that's going to happen. I do feel confident we are going to be in the high to mid sixes in 2025. So it is coming, but if you're interested in buying or selling, I would not necessarily wait on rates to do what you want them to do, because those little buggers have a mind of their own. Thanks.